Alright, welcome back to me. Since I'm back, I was gone for a little bit. Teeth was in pain. Had a root canal done. Just dig in there and take out some nerves. It's whatever. Got a job. Been doing that. Doing summer stuff, Just staying indoors. Summer has not been eventful, but anyways, today we're back with a pizza review. Now these pizzas that I'm gonna be reviewing are pizzas that I've tasted. So if something's not on the list, then you best believe I probably didn't eat it. So let's just get started. I'm also not counting frozen pizzas because I haven't had any. I did, but I don't eat frozen pizza, and when I hadn't had any, so pizza. So I've tasted pizza. Now I've eaten it quite a lot, but there's always a moment where I get funky tasting pizza, and it's always at my friend's birthday party. What type of pizza that he orders, I do not know, but it always tastes funky. Something odd about the sauce. Nothing else wrong with the pizza. It's either the sauce or the meat topping. Either way, it doesn't taste as good as I like it to be. Whenever it does get a little funky, but that rarely happens. That has actually only ever happened at my friend's house. So, with that being said, from what I've tasted, all the other times, everything about it is solid. Like, just a solid choice overall. There's no obvious winner, and some departments are lacking a little bit. Like, I think the dough could be good, and everything else about it, good stuff. Cheese is also, or the pepperoni is on top of the cheese, which I like. It gets crispy. That's what I look for. A tier. Domino's. Now, I get why people say that this is their favorite in my town. It's a solid pizza, but the sauce isn't my favorite. It's just a little too much seasoning, It's like you just dump a bunch of oregano, basil, whatever you can find in there, and then just overflow the pizza sauce. Sometimes the cheese drips off, or sometimes the sauce just oozes out, and all you get is sauce. Just a bite of sauce. And that isn't, I'm not dealing with that. So, gonna have to bump it down a mark. But the dough is good. One of the best things about it is the dough and the pepperoni. Crispy pepperoni on top. One of the best crispy pepperoni I've ever had. Good quality cheese. A tier. Alright, Pizza Hut. Now, this one may be a bit controversial because my friend likes Pizza Hut, but from what I've had, just ordering their regular pepperoni pizza, it wasn't great, The dough is not as good, and it kind of tasted like a puffed up donut, but worse. I don't know how. It's good cheese though, and good pepperoni. It's on top of the cheese again, but it's just inconsistent. B-. Homemade pizza, also known as my dad's pizza. But now this is really just opinion based, but since I've had his pizza for like all my life, I've grown to like it more, so maybe that's why I'm rating it so high. But it's inconsistent at times, and sometimes he drops some really good pizza, and sometimes it's just total flops. Like, no, it was not it. But lately, my dad has been cooking superb pizza. I honestly think I could sell his pizza and outsell some of the local restaurants. Just my opinion. The cheese is good. I said here superb cheese. I won't go that far. It's like, let's say great cheese. Mediocre pepperoni. He doesn't put it on top always, and it doesn't crisp up like how I wanted it to. So it's not the best. But the dough is where it shines. I don't know what he does with the dough, but it tastes delectable, and it's so supple. This is either an A+ or an S-. Now, for local pizza restaurants, I'm collectively ranking all of them into one category, just the local pizza restaurant category, because they're all pretty similar. And the thing similar about them is they put the cheese on top of the pepperoni. So when you take a bite, you're left with hot, moist meat on your pizza. And they put a monstrous amount of meat in there. Sometimes I take a bite and I think, did I even get cheese or sauce in here? No, it was just meat. Like, I'm fine with a meat sandwich, but I'm looking for a pizza. And, you know, sometimes it's just not pleasurable. But they have the highest quality of cheese I've ever tasted from any other restaurant or fast food place. And also, they have pretty good dough. It is either a B or A minus. 2 for 1 pizza. Now, this is probably my favorite pizza place because it's one of the only S tier on this list. But something about their pizza, man, it's just good. Everything about it is great. Actually, not just good. Good dough, sauce, and great, sublime cheese. With the added pepperoni on top of the cheese that gets crispy, even better. That is what I look for in a pizza, you know? And it's not like it's filled with monstrous amounts of pepperoni. It's just the right amount. Every single bite is good. I clean plate this thing. When I get a pizza from this place, it's all gone. I devour in like 5 minutes. Great pizza. One of my favorites. S tier. Sabaros. Now, I've only had it twice, and I enjoyed it both times. You know, nothing to complain about. Again, solid pizza. Performing just a little above average. You know, like what I say here, master of none, jack of all trades. B+. Little Caesars. Now, this is a work in progress because I've only had it once, and I don't fully remember my opinion on it. But basing it on price alone, this can't be higher than like a B- or a C+. Because, man, this $3.99 for a large pizza. They're cutting costs somewhere. No, who knows? Maybe the bread is cardboard. From the looks of it here, it may as well be cardboard. You know, pepperoni, cheese. It's just, I don't know. They're cutting costs somewhere, and I'll find out when I eat it, and I will review it. All right. Well, last one, I think. Pizza Delight. I had a lot back then where I used to live, and it was just mediocre. You know, not the greatest pizza. It performed a little under mediocre, but you know, since it's brought a little nostalgia to me, you know, eating their garlic breadsticks, I thought it was, you know, it's a little okay. So for that, I'll give it a C tier. Again, not the best thing, and I'm purely rating it on their pizza, not the whole restaurant itself. So C tier. So that was all from the video. I just really wanted to test out my mic. It's kind of new mic, and I think it sounds great. Improved audio quality. What did I tell you? Better audio coming soon, and it came. It's right here. So if you enjoyed this video, drink a glass of water because you need to stay hydrated. I see your crusty lips over there on the other side of the screen. That is disgusting. I can smell your breath. Drink water.